Praise be Jesus and Mary. Today's parable speaks first of the master's trust in his servants. While he goes away, he leaves them with some money to use as they think best. This was obviously a test, just to see if the master's servants would be industrious and reliable in their use of the money entrusted to them. The master rewards those who are industrious and faithful, and he punishes the one who sits by idly and does nothing with his money. God gives each one of us talents, and he expects us to use them. He says after a long time, it's our whole life we have to use the talents God entrusts us with. And the one servant, he just buried the talent. He didn't do anything evil or wicked. He just did nothing. Sloth is a deadly sin, and we want to use the talents that God gives us. The essence of the parable seems to lie in the servant's understanding of responsibility. Each servant entrusted with his master's money was faithful up to a certain point. The servant who buried the master's money was irresponsible. The master expected his servants to be productive with the use of his money. Now, as I mentioned, the Lord entrusts each one of us with gifts and graces, and he gives us freedom to use them as we think best. With each gift and talent, God gives sufficient graces for using them in a fitting way. As the parable of the talents shows, God hates indifference and an attitude that says it's not even worth trying. God rewards those who use their talents and gifts for doing good. Those who are faithful with even a little are entrusted with more. He says that he gave each one according to his ability. God knows what we're capable of. He's not going to ask too much of us. He's not going to give us more than we can handle. As the parable of the talents shows, those who neglect or squander what God has entrusted to them will lose what little they have. So there's an important lesson here for us to learn that no one can just stand still for long in the Christian life and do nothing. We either get more or we lose what we have. We either advance towards God or we slip back. Let us ask Our Lady to help us serve God worthily with the gifts, talents, and graces that she has obtained for us.